And welcome back, everybody. This is our good old Stellaris save, where we're playing the Catgirl clone army. Yeah, it's going pretty good. 400 Unity, 700 Tech at year 30. These are not amazing counting stats, but these are decent. And I definitely wouldn't complain if you manage to achieve this kind of thing in your world. There's only a few builds in the game which can consistently get much better. Um, what I will say is that we're really, really low on alloys compared to most builds at this equivalent time. Um, a lot of really strong builds, such as, say, perhaps rogue servitors would be able to have maybe like 300 tech and maybe like 112, 130 unity, but they would also be able to produce like 200, 250 alloys per month. Which is definitely something that is just not possible for Clone Army to do with this build. Instead, we would have to play something like Catalytic Anglers. Then we'd be able to produce 200 alloys, 3 to 400 tech, and 100 to 150 unity as well. But the scaling of Catalytic and Anglers in particular is really low because of the efficiency of consumer good jobs. We'll see outscales what anglers do very soon. And let's name this planet M2 because clearly it's probably going to be a mining planet. This planet will probably clearly be a generator planet eventually. Um, it looks like I do have planetary automation on. I'm guessing that's just for deviancy or something like that, or crime. Yep. Sometimes you play Gestalt and then you get confused about the other one. I'm trying to learn how to play Gestalt, by the way. I'm not good at it, and I don't usually do it. But I do wish to one day be able to play Gestalt well, as it's very popular among other players, right? So I would like to know kind of the little tips and tricks on how to play it better. One of the reasons I currently do not like super enjoy uh, I don't like super enjoy gestalts currently, but mostly because I don't really know how to create a large difference between myself and other gestalt players. Um, they don't seem like I don't seem to know the tips and tricks of it to kind of do a lot better than the average gestalt player, and only a little bit better, which kind of makes me feel like I don't deserve to make a video on that yet until I've spent more time to make sure I know what I'm doing. Also, one thing I want to do is I want to continue to explore and survey these systems. Yeah, taking a break is a really good way of kind of seeing what you're not doing, and I can see there's a lot of dead space here. There's a lot of dead space here. We should survey this in looking for more planets, which means we won't have to win as many planets through conquest. Um, I do want to eventually do conquest because late game, one of the main bottlenecks is naval cap, right? And we're not going to get more naval cap by sitting back and doing nothing, right? So it's kind of best to start expanding and just taking planets just to turn them into fortress worlds to achieve more naval cap late game. Because naval cap is not something you can get through tributaries. And you can get almost every other resource in the game through tributaries. I'm going to get a drink of water real quick. Also, you can see how hard our Unity and economy is spiking as soon as these Psi core buildings are finishing. Yeah, it's a really, really nice thing to see. That good old Psi core buildings are still amazing. We do also want to upgrade these resource buildings as soon as possible too to help bolster our basic economy. And one thing we also want to do now is turn our default species rights to assimilation, and we can start uplifting every random pop species we have to get nice boost to unity and get those few extra pops working jobs for us. Yeah, as you can see, keeping up with the job demand is actually really, really difficult right now. But once again, this is just a little bit of a lack of minerals. So let's go ahead and try to make sure we can get more of that eventually. Also, let's make sure we have our subsidies on. Yes, we do, which is good. Also, here we can start to work our gas refinery jobs. And it looks like we had an election recently. And who should we put on the counselor? Let's just put... oh, can't select leaders on a mission. I always get wrecked by that. I do want to put this guy on the council. Just having more high-level scientists, even if they're not the correct type of scientist, seems like Not an advisable thing to do, but a good thing to do. Also, we should use this to very quickly or as soon as possible buy our mineral purification hubs. Oh, we're also running out of food, so let's quickly sell some of that. Let's sell some consumer goods, sell some rare crystals because we have some extra, and just purchase this to get the mining efficiency up straight away. And let's also see if we can catch this in a break. And we can, and there we go. He's assigned to the council. Also, our council is really unhappy. 6% council legitimacy. Why do we have a xenophile faction? Suppressed faction. Let's promote our spiritualist faction. This will always be our happiest faction, basically, with Psionic. Uh, so yeah, let's let's do that. Let's take the food and influence there. That's a pretty nice bonus, actually. And now we can just continue kind of expanding. Um, Girls become the owner of lost juvenile. I actually don't really know uh, which option is best. It's probably just the looting option, which will get some nice bonuses to doing any looting later on. I'm not 100% sure. One thing I do want to do now is I do want to purchase the missing gas. Need 5 more. Let's see. Let's sell some consumer goods, buy some more gas. Now we need 100 more minerals, so we just need to wait 1 turn and get this exotic gas energy building going, just to keep our basic economy flying as much as possible. Wait, that's the Shroud Enclave. Wait, where are they? Contacts. Have we discovered them before? Let's take a look at our governor. No. Um, so whenever you find the Shroud Enclave, this is something I usually talk about, right? Is that you really want to find some of these good enclaves. Is we can go ahead and ask for a teacher, right? And buy a really good governor. Now it will cost us 2,000 energy, which I don't particularly have right now. But I will sell. I'm literally just gonna sell 2,000 consumer goods. We produce it in excess. Um, I don't have any plans for it soon, so let's just go ahead and just burn that and buy this governor, as they are an amazing governor. They give bonus resources to pops. They just are a high level governor, high level of unity, righteous for the anti-crime. It is really good. We are now making 644 unity per month. Um, yeah, as you can see, absolutely wonderful amounts, and we can also just continue to uplift any pop species that we have. Um, and in addition, keep expanding all these planets. Yeah, as you can see, our basic economy is still just doing pretty good. This mineral purification hubs is almost done, but when it's done, I imagine our minerals will finally be able to keep up with everything else. Also, these 2 sign ships are done, which means we should assign them. I'm just going to do something like this. Oh, no, 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 no. We do not want this ship to do anomalies. Let's have this do everything else like surveying, and only this ship should do anomalies. Only our what's it called? Our special paragon there, who gives EXP per anomaly finish, which should really quickly level up our counselors, by the way. And in order to do it faster, I think I'm actually going to just turn on education campaign permanently, because you never really are aware when the anomaly is about to finish, right? So it's kind of good to not try to minimax that too hard. Also here, I'm going to want to turn this into a generator planet now. As you can see, I'm running really low on energy, to the point where I'm going to cancel this, as there's only 3 energy districts on our first energy planet, so that's not ideal. Mysterious labyrinth. Okay, this is really important. We want to send a team to investigate, and then we want to destroy it. You get so many rare resources from destroying the labyrinth. It is freaking amazing. Um, have I gained the spiritualist ethic? Yep, that's definitely a good thing. And wow, we found Deneb, and this is why we should have been exploring earlier, right? Is Deneb is an amazing pre-FDL civilization. It is, a size 20 planet, so we should go and take that immediately. And we also have immediately found another Alpine world here, locked behind, 600 fleet size, which is something we can just build now at this point. Must be destroyed. They are. If we do build ships, they will have red laser, but that's okay. Also, I don't remember when this civic slot finished, but I find that the best is almost always just meritocracy. Um, this gives a decent bonus to specialist output jobs, which are the most difficult to achieve, right? So that's always a good thing. Also, I think we can now do the all scientist government. I'm not sure if we have enough scientists. I think we do though. Okay, we don't can't do an all scientist governor, but we can put our Paragon leader here in just to slowly start to level him up if we take statecraft, which is definitely something I'm considering at this point. Um, statecraft is indeed very, very nice. Also, take a look at this. This planet is producing 222 minerals. Really awesome. This planet will need to start producing electricity soon. And this planet, I guess, well, I'll continue to build this into a mining planet. And this planet, well, for now, it can be a refinery world. And we can reclassify this into whatever basic resource we feel like we need. It'll probably be an energy planet by Endgame. Let's take this subsidy. There we go. Yeah, I do want to build towards Deneb as soon as possible. Also, right, I wouldn't normally build a fleet this early, but oh, we only have corvettes. Ooh, do I really want to build a 600 corvette fleet? No, no, I don't. That's way too many corvettes. That's way too much of these alloys. In case I ever roll what I'm looking for, we won't want that too much. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for arc furnace. Right, yes. As soon as we get arc furnace, right, we're going to regret having spent our alloys on anything except for said arc furnace. So we're going to be careful with that and not immediately, build the arc furnace. And also we finish another tradition tree here. And at this point, we are basically just waiting for our ecology project. So yeah, I've done this many times, and sometimes when you don't have the tech, sometimes you will wait until your next tradition tree is already finished before you actually take Arcology project. But it's rarely ever worth it to not wait for it because we do want to start our EQ as soon as possible. Kind of the phase from 2030 to 2050 is like the EQ rush phase, is like get the EQ up at all costs, right? So of course that means researching the tech and collecting enough minerals. Um, right now, it is a bit difficult to make too many minerals, but we can start reallocating pops to this great mining world kind of as soon as we need to in order to, well, start increasing our mineral output. If we ever hit the technology, that is something we should start doing basically as soon as possible. So, I also do want to keep our, these buildings going up as soon as possible as well. The civilian fabricators and the alloy foundries, which boost the production of alloys and consumer goods respectively, as why not have them produced more efficiently if I can. Also, let's go ahead and start converting this into a generator world. This planet, right, is our tech world, but this is a prime candidate, for example, for reallocating to our mining world. Currently, I don't want to reallocate to this planet to the mining world yet. Um, Also, I should just connect these sectors, shouldn't I? Yeah, I don't want to reallocate to the mining world yet because I want to get the Psycorps on this building first. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to reallocate to this planet. I think I reallocated Catgirl, so they're just going to despawn by accident. Oh, no, 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 we have a Catgirl building on this planet. I think we need one more. One more like Catgirl Farmer. And that will let us build this building. Now, okay, we need this research lab to finish first, otherwise they're going to move away, which is obviously not what we want. We also get destroyers. We found the Stellar Devourer. Oh. Did that instantly devour our leader there? I think it did. Oh, that's a bit of a pain. Let's hire a new scientist. None of them have particularly good traits, so let's just hire a random spiritualist one. Um, they'll start training up quickly, right? Oh, we're gonna lose so much unity from this. Is there a different role I want to get the low level leader in? Oh, hopefully we find the curators at this point. Oh, and there's Arc Furnace, right? So that's what we're looking for. That's why we're saving our alloys and not greeting the ships to go unlock these two worlds. Instead, right, we can take Deneb here, and let's just connect these sectors so that this isn't like some like gory ass border just completely made by myself. Um, yeah, let's just prioritize the jobs we want to. Let's see, what kind of rare resource do we need more of? Moats, we'll never really have enough moats. Yeah, okay, so this planet is not too happy now. So definitely what we need to do here is we definitely need to build a holo theater as with this number of pops, a um, one of those buildings that give 5 amenities. What are they called? Luxury housing. Definitely won't be enough to keep that planet happy. And this planet as well desperately needs amenities. So let's clear a block or expand it and make an amenity building. I find that it's not worth mini-maxing amenities to the point where you're micromanaging it. Um, like to like the nearest 5 amenities or something. It's at some point just easier to plop down a building that takes care of everything, right? Just one holo theater, take care of every single amenity need, and we should be fine. Also, we need to reach into the shroud here. So let's just sell some of these plentiful moats we got earlier and reach into the shroud and try to commune with it. This will, of course, let us form a covenant, and basically now we just have to pray we get anything except for Eater of Worlds, basically. And the reason we don't want Eater of Worlds is it's basically the only it's the only one we can get which doesn't benefit us in some way always, right? Uh, the Eater of Worlds benefits only really come out when we're in war, right? And we like to play somewhat peacefully. Um, and the reason I like to play peacefully without being extremely aggressive early on to other AIs and stuff is if you play in lobbies, the better the players, the less ability you have to be aggressive towards them, unless you are the best of the best player who can always outscale with the strongest early game meta builds. Um, that to me is not that fun, as most of the time you're going to have to scale um, by SimCitying, right? Conquest will be either difficult or not worth it. Um, and then the kind of skills that you learn by trying to play by keeping everything internal and scaling by building up and that kind of thing are more important. And we can take cloaking here, and the reason we want to take cloaking here is this way we can get our science ships to explore without dying like they did earlier, which of course is something that is relatively nice, as we don't want our ships to keep dying as we're exploring. Impenetrable border, and now we can take psionic supremacy here to really crank out more and more resources. So it's year 36, right? We're quite a bit over 1k tech. Our economy is stable-ish, right? Wow, the star bases are really cheap. Why do I have such big starbase discounts? A star hold is 150 alloys? Huh. It would be really good to build a bastion if I was in combat with a human player or something. That's funny. Why is oh, it's because I have the agenda just launched. But that's amazing. That's a good trick, I guess, is if you need to at all costs live like a single turn or something in multiplayer, or like just for a single through a single date, you're being attacked, launch that agenda. It's amazing. Wow. I wasn't really aware just how strong that was. And here also, I'm going to build the holo theater. I need a building slot on a big planet somewhere. I think this is our only option. Um, and we don't have xenohydraulic mastery. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's our society tag has been blocked so long by random stuff. And look at how much our unity dropped by having a low level leader there. Like, that's crazy. 444. I think we also lost evolving society probably at the same time, which really makes it look like a much larger drop off than it is, I guess. Deneb 9 arc furnace deposits. 13 is not unusable. 15 is quite good. 13. All right, looks like we'll put our second arc furnace over here. And what do we get here? Perfectionist, I guess. Composer of strands. Perfect. That is definitely not Whispers of the Void. No, Whispers of the Void is good. What am I talking about? That is not what I really didn't want. So we'll take that. This Deneb, it looks like it can be another research world. It's going to be research plus energy, probably. Research plus energy. Deneb. Yeah, that's probably the plan for that planet. Also, let's continue to build up this rare resource planet, as I really hate building up rare resources when you need it, as it's just kind of too slow. So if we build it up in advance, then we'll have a ton of rare resources the moment we need it, which is kind of what I want. Also, where's the Psycorps here? We also do need another entire other building slot, right? So we can get that research building down. Here's the Holo Theaters about to complete. We do want to allocate some pops back to this planet too, from our other mining world with unemployed pops and clerks and stuff. Right, there we go. The efficiency of this planet will be a little bit better now, which is nice. Right, and we can go ahead and build a second arc furnace here. And this is a really good way to get good alloy production, by the way. Let me just make sure this is the right system. I think it wasn't. Wait, why? Okay, it was the right system. It just took so long for that little pop-up to come up. Is arc furnaces are a fantastic way to produce reasonable alloys without actually employing the jobs to do it, right? I think they're a little bit strong, especially compared to Dyson swarms, which are sometimes barely worth building at all. Arc furnaces are not only always worth it, they are incredibly strong while you're at it. So I would highly recommend to build arc furnaces as soon as you can. You do need good Unity to build arc furnaces, and you also need a hefty investment of alloys where it's not going to pay itself off for like a good 10 years, right? As the alloys you put in need some time to come back out. Not exactly. I haven't done the math to know exactly when that happens, but I don't think it's less than 10 years. So that's just something to watch out for when rushing arc furnaces. If you really need a year 30 PvP number, unless you get them early enough, it's not worth it. If you do get them early enough, of course it's worth it. They're just broken, especially since they will always at least uphold mineral jobs, right? So it's always at least worth getting that done. So yeah, just keep that in mind. We confirmed the covenant here, and this is good because our society tech is also going to restart back up after being stuck in the Stone Age. And here's weather control systems. This is the first tech needed to unlock the Arcology project, which is of course something we want to aim for. Also, this planet, right, as you can see, has what should I do with this planet? I do want to fill out this planet first for minerals, right? But I kind of messed up the districts. So if we use this planet, we could turn this into a smaller mineral world, but I want to use this as a mineral world first. So I guess we'll just turn this into a high-level tech world. Yeah, we do need more minerals for that right now, so. But that shouldn't be a problem. That shouldn't be a problem. Our second mineral world here, I think we can start building that soon. Yeah, we can start building that soonish. For now, I just need to keep clearing blockers, or getting more blocker clearing tech out of the way, as some of these planets just have so many blockers. Like, I still need Noxious Swamp. Removal tech. Yeah, it's gonna be annoying to get. We'll get it eventually, though. Okay, here we want the Research Institute. This will, of course, increase our research speed everywhere, which is nice. And I keep clicking on that as if that's some new news. It is not. So let's do this here is we need to hire a new leader. It's going to be over the cap, and their job is going to be to explore systems, and they're going to be cloaked. So now they should be able to cover anywhere in the galaxy, uh, which is basically what we want, right? And we don't have enough alloys for this next level of arc furnace, which is definitely something we saw coming. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch to Empire Capital for a couple turns, and this is going to nuke our... Oh, perfect. There's Hydraulic Mastery. And this is going to completely nuke our consumer goods, but we have a few months storage of that. So we're not going to be too concerned as that is getting nuked, as this will let us, quickly build up our arc furnace. There we go. Let's leave this like this because the second arc furnace is also going to need to be upgraded very, very soon, right? So we'll just continue to nuke the consumer goods. Oh, as this building upgraded, it took away all the jobs. Whoops. Let's make sure we get a dread encampment on every planet still. It is just worth it. And what the... Why are we... Oh, the stupid generator job's promoted. Oh, that's a bit of a problem. I think the simple solution here is unfortunately just to sell some rare resources. Yeah, energy shortages are really terrible, so let's try not to be an energy shortage for too long. Yeah, unfortunately messed up, and our energy jobs were not prioritized here. So let's see if we can find some, uh, what are these? Lithoids to go work these jobs, right? As lithoids are more inhabitable on every planet, allowing us to kind of make up for that mistake. And I also do want a few more energy credits here. So let's sell some rare resources and start clearing these blockers. This mining planet, I guess I guess we actually don't have to start building this up, as we're gonna have so many minerals when these arc furnaces are done that, yeah, it'll feel really dumb producing that many. Are there any lithoids on here that we can move off? Okay, they're all specialists though. I don't really want to move those off. That's okay. We can just have small inefficiencies here and unemployed pop. That's fine. Oh my god, what options here? We got the consumer goods job for tier 2, and we got anti-gravity tier 2, which will give us access to our ecology project, which I have to take, as if I miss it and never get it again, it's just like permanently annoying. Um, and permanently annoyed is not what we want to be. So also, wow, like we are really, really struggling to keep up with the jobs for even psionic pops, which don't really have good growth, which is quite funny. What planet is this? Yeah, sure, we can let a archaeology site pop up on this planet. Oh, why aren't you doing anything? You can... Oh, I freaking cloaked and then uncloaked, so now I can't recloak. Ah. You know what? You can excavate archaeology sites. Where is my Paragon? Let's take a look quickly. Leaders. Where are you? Okay, you're doing something. I just wanted to check that it wasn't cancelled by um, something. Is I really need to change the stats. So let's activate cloaking on this guy too, just so he doesn't, get cancelled. This is also pretty mediocre. We have 4 whole clerks here. What we're actually gonna do is let's resettle these to the mining world, and let's just resettle all the clerks. And right now they're just clerks, but very soon we're going to be able to convert these into regular jobs, which is nice. And yeah, as you can see at this point, the economy of this build is really starting to take off. Right, we're definitely not struggling for, resources anymore. We're kind of really, really going quickly. And like the tech, it's great. What is that? 1.1k. Unity 600, alloys 100. We're losing a few consumer goods, but not too much to worry about. Let's change this back to Empire Factory Capital for a little bit. And we'll switch that back soon as this is getting closer. Oh, we're paused. Whoops. We're making good tech. Yeah, good tech, good unity. Um, although we are struggling, I would argue just, oh, this should not be that building. What am I doing? This should be a dread encampment. And let's just distribute luxury goods here. And wow, we really need more consumer goods. Okay. Basically what I need to do here then is I need to just start replacing districts. Also, why the hell are there 2 unemployed pops? Like, from what? That's really annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Why am I replacing the energy district? Energy is not what I have. Minerals, we have some extra, but energy, no. Proxima Centauri B, we do want climate restoration at some point. Yeah, I guess this is our main expansion avenue now. Whoa, there's a 17 arc furnace deposit site. Oh well, we missed it. Our other arc furnace is already here. It's not worth moving it for 2 extra deposits. Alright, and there is our arcology. Also, if we take a look at this, if we take a look at technology and we look at our research speed, plus 59%, I mean, that's alright. But that plus research speed is a really important way to increase your tech. As, right, if we have this at plus 100%, it's like we have 2.2k tech. Like, typically, Gestalts really struggle to get that up. Like, maybe not to 60%, that's not too difficult on Gestalts, but they'll struggle to get up to like the plus 100% range. When I have played it, of course, better players might have different experiences than me. Um, and yeah, that's just like, once again, something that's super, super important when it comes to mini maxing your empire is just making sure that um, you're making sure that you never really forget about doing the things that increase just the little things like having that high research speed. And where does it come from? Well, let's take a look. We only have plus 59%, right, which is not fantastic, but we can see it's from our statisticians, our spark of genius, our head of research, and tech ascendancy, right? So by having all these statisticians and leveling up them up with traits that benefit scientists. Also, like, we could replace even some of these guys with more scientists, like if I ever get the curators discovered, and that will really, really increase our technology productiveness. One thing I do want to do is, oh, they're suspicious, so let's improve relations here. How are these neighbors? Protective. So I don't want to guarantee independence, but I will form a. So these guys, oh, these are merchant guilds. Um, I forgot about that completely. Let's offer a trade deal and just see what they have discovered. What should we offer them? We'll offer them some minerals, I guess. Yeah, I do want to start making contact with the majority of the galaxy at this point, as that's going to be very helpful. Ooh, more. There's a lot of good techs here, guys. There's the planetary surfacing and synthetic thought patterns, and honestly, I can't say no to synthetic thought patterns, even though I really need to remove these impossible mountains. Oh, another Inquisitor. Ooh, this is tough. I think we're going to take Voidcraft here, as Voidcraft is the best researcher trait you can get for late game scaling, as that researcher trait allows us to eventually um, it'll allow us to eventually get mega engineering, and mega engineering is, of course, well, I hopefully don't have to tell you guys how amazing mega engineering is to scale. Um, Also, what is this? Our energy is so bad. We really need to fix our energy. Summon a psionic avatar. The reason why I always click that one is, first of all, it has a decent chance of being successful. And if it is, you don't want to actually use that psionic avatar to fight people. You want to use it to power project. As for some reason, um, that thing is rated at like 15k, right? And because it's rated at 15k, you can just use that to just absolutely like vassalize people. You get the really nice bonus in the sense that you get extra influence from having more fleet power. It's just really, really amazing to to have that free 15k fake fleet power, right? Because if you actually take that Psionic avatar and you put it into a fight, it'll lose to like, I don't know, 10k, not 10k, maybe like 2k. I don't even know. It just gets one shot by like everything. Um, so instead of actually using it to fight, if you just use it to power project, the AI has no clue that it's not actually a strong fleet. So it really respects you. It agrees to be vassalized. Oh, excuse me, there. A little bit of a hiccup burp. Ugh, oh, that's tough. Sorry about that. Um, right, so the AI will just like willingly accept vassalization from a 15k fleet that doesn't really exist. Also, these are Grand Admiral AIs. Look at these fleets. Like, the game is hard these days, guys. The game is hard. Like, you'll see people getting 20k fleet year 30 still, that kind of thing, right? Those are really amazing accomplishments. Like, that is definitely not easy and shouldn't be expected from everyone these days, I would say. Um, yeah, I think it's quite misleading to say that. Oh yeah, you just get 20k fleet. You're blah 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 blah. No, not really. It's just not easy. It's not going to happen for most players. Also, let's continue to replace these districts with industrial districts. Also, we can just take this perk. Now let's take our ecology project. Right. There we go. By the way, we're not going to be peaceful the entire game. We will go vassalize the entire galaxy at some point. But I'm going to do it much later than most players would go about doing it, just so I can show you guys the scaling process without vassals. As taking vassals to scale is a really good way to get really bad at the game really quickly. Um, However, if you use vassals alongside high macro scaling, then that is a good way to get really good at the game really quickly, right? But it's difficult. It's really, really hard to both focus on war and scaling your colonies as efficiently as possible at the same time. It is possible, right? But most players cannot do it. Um, Kind of probably the only player I can think of who consistently both scales and fights at the same time is the legendary Pax, who is probably a freaking Stellaris AI. I mean, he just goes crazy on every build. Um, so yeah, with that in mind, right? Like, I would personally recommend a lot of people try this. Is just see how hard they can scale without spamming vassals, as you're gonna learn so much about little game mechanics. Especially, don't just play single player, guys. Play multiplayer and don't be afraid to get completely shit on. Um, it happens to me all the time, right? But one thing I will say is you'll get a lot farther being friendly to people than you will be all out attacking people at every chance you get when you're stronger than them. Um, yeah, much easier to make friends, right? When mistakes happen. I don't want to dismiss any leaders here, so yeah, you'll make a lot more friends being friendly towards the galaxy than you will being hostile. So I would recommend that, right? But yeah, just also just yeah, don't forget to have fun and like um, ask questions, see what other people are doing. You'll learn so much. I learned so much from playing multiplayer, even to this day, right? Like, I play a game with any good player, and you learn something new by just asking them what they're doing. Trying to share comms with them, trying to see what build they're playing, all those things. Really, the Stars community is one of the nicest I've ever been a part of. As somebody who has also played League of Legends in the past, and other games like that, right? The Stellaris community, for me at least, is by far the nicest. Um, Most people are helpful. Most people are not trying to kill you on site. There are a couple players who are gonna kill weak players on site, but most players don't do that. Most players, especially when they see that a player is obviously not a meta or well-known name, is they try to help you. Um, Especially if you typically are not, aggressive or rude back to people, it'll get you really, really far. And I guess that's also something that is just generally true in life, not just in Stellaris. So, also, yeah, we need way more alloys. Unfortunately, it is a little bit hard to come across, but we'll just chill here until we have like almost no consumer goods. Oh no, we're getting attacked by a probe. We're getting attacked by a probe, guys. Okay, well, we're not gonna go there yet. I do want this 2 planets, but if we miss them, it's not a big deal. Like all these allies and stuff who are friendly to us now, we can just integrate them later. Like especially this guy, he has so many planets, like so many freaking planets. Empire size must be cooked. They are xenophobes, so I don't have to feel bad. Oh wow, look at that Citadel already, and that is why it is so good to have this high research speed, and we're getting bonus research speed. Um, because we're researching Citadel, which is of course Voidcraft, so we get plus 15% from our leader we evolved earlier, which is just a nice little detail. And here I'm gonna do something unusual. This is not good. Uh, Almost always take supremacy in this position in multiplayer. I'm gonna take statecraft as I simply want to farm up some leader XP. Um, yeah, not a good idea, but an idea. So oh my god, completely forgot to put in an amenities building here. Unfortunately, that will waste some minerals, but that's not a big deal. Um, as you can see, I'm kind of just checking all my planets for which planets are good expansions for tech worlds. Here, I'm going to allocate one pop over like this. Upgrade the building. There we go. So let's see if we have any uplifts left. We don't. I don't think we will for a while, so that's okay. One thing you actually can do is you can go ahead and build. Also, we should just focus on minerals now, right? Yeah, we 3K minerals should be able to get this arcology started in like 4 or 5 years. We just have to be careful with our minerals from here on out, and let's switch this back to factory at this point. This is getting close, and I think this tier of arc furnace unlocks mineral output, so that's going to be good. Get a drink of water here. Yeah, as you can see, even with psionic clones, right? What do we have? 8 planets? Oh, 7 planets? 1, 2. No, we have 8 planets, right? That's a solid amount of planets, not mind blowing, right? And you can still see that the scaling is extremely, extremely good. If we ever get up to 10 planets, that's quite above average for a spawn, I would say, in a maximum density galaxy. I don't think we're in a maximum density galaxy though, so maybe it's not great. Also, let's just keep offering trade deals for communications and see if we can discover more things. Resources, consumer goods. Nope, they don't really like consumer goods. Moats. Sure, they love moats. There we go. Let's just make sure they say yes. I don't know how much you need to offer to make sure the AI say yes, to be honest. But we'll just offer some and see what happens. Oh, perfect. Oh, wow, that is, Dacha. Guess one player has already discovered Dacha. There's also a pricky T there. Is this enough to form the Galcom? Let's just trade communications with some more players and see if we can unlock the Galcom, as this is already pretty late. Wow, that's a great haul of society tech. I've never really known how it deposits the society tech whenever you get a big one-time bonus like that. Like, 'cause it doesn't auto-complete the tech, right? But, like, is tech for this just really fast now for a while? Like, I don't know. We'll see. Let's fleet supremacy here, I guess. Oh, there we go. That's a good building. I forgot to build this as well. That's a bit of a shame. Build some more industrial. We do also need a food planet at some point. We can use this size 25 as a food planet. We can also use maybe like this ocean. No, this ocean has 4 food districts. That's terrible for an ocean planet. Anyhow, let's just keep expanding our tech worlds. Why is this tech world so depressed? Okay, whatever. We missed the distribute goods efficiency by a little bit, but that's okay. And how close are these? Leviathan defeated. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, there's a lot of space up here that we kind of probably should have pushed into. But I wasn't paying attention to surveying and keeping up with that at the time, so we kind of missed out on that. Deactivate cloaking. Nope, we don't want to do that. Let's cloak this as well, and hopefully we should start to explore most of the galaxy. Let's upgrade our starbase, as this starbase is really, really derpy at this point. It's really small. Also, let's go ahead and accept any embassies. The more trust, the better, right? If you can ever diplomatically subjugate somebody, why would you ever do anything except that, right? as the diplomatic subjugation saves you from going through the trouble of the war, at the very least, right? So, and finally we get the Galcom. Not really important to join it, but it's also just fun to, try to be on top of the Galcom or something like that. So, also, oh, we need some more energy. What can we sell? What can we sell? We can cancel this too. Sell some more crystals. We're making way too many crystals. Shouldn't have made that many crystal plans. I feel like all we're doing with our crystals is selling them. So there we go. I think we might go to year 70 today if I'm feeling good, and year 60 if we're going to be consistent and just do like 30 years at a time. Let's do effective counselor skill, right? And yeah, if we take a look at things now, we're getting close to 1.5k tech. Not quite there yet. 330 minerals. 800 unity is really good though. Yeah, so we're still doing well. We're still doing well. The tech is a little bit lacking, but to be honest, the way tech scaling works in builds like this is it really is just the number of excess planets we have that kind of determines our pop growth and therefore our tech level. Right? If we had 12 or 15 planets, we'd be looking at maybe close to 2k now, but we don't. So instead, we have to build these expensive labs and have lower pop growth, which means lower tech. Also, let's put the Spark of Genius on the council, and let's get this guy off the council too, as we want more statisticians. And if we take a look at this, if you remember our tech speed before, okay, what are we getting plus 30% from? Stored research. Ah, okay. What are we getting from here? Stored research. Okay. So I guess that's how it works. Is research gets stored up and it gets used a bit over time. One thing I do want to do is I do want a research pact with somebody. Nope, that's not able to make a research agreement. Can we make a research agreement with you? Oh, we do have a research agreement. Okay, perfect. Reach into the shroud. We can't afford that. Ship upkeep. Oh, I should just click nothing in that case. I have no ships. I have nothing to gain from losing ship upkeep. And in case I get a negative roll, then I'll lose something, right? So I should have never clicked that, to be honest. Ooh, building slots. Can't never say no to building slots. Yeah, also this planet is coming along nicely. Once again, we're just waiting for that Ecumenopolis at this point. Looks like we're probably going to get it like just around 2050, actually. It is expensive. One thing I can do is I can sell out all my other resources to get it, but I think it's better to just get it a little bit more slowly, um, as it's not too important to hard rush that at this point. Oh, perfect! And we get the Composer of Strands building now. Um, this is an amazing building, right? It just gives extreme pop efficiency, a lot more Unity jobs, that kind of thing. And wow, that's a lot of embassies. Okay, embassy, embassy, embassy. It would be nice to just auto agree to all the embassies. I don't know, for me at least, when I'd ever say no. Also, if you take a look at our Diplo weight, it's terrible. But if you want to boost your Diplo weight cheaply, you just have to assign a leader. And then for diplomatic stance, we're making 0 influence right now, which is not a problem since we have nothing to do with influence. But if we take ourselves out of isolation, just go something like cooperative, which boosts our level a bit. As you can see, we're not bad. We're keeping pace with most of these AIs with no fleet at all, right? Which is something that's actually not bad at all. So once we start getting a fleet, this is going to look a lot better. Also, we will also just make research packs whenever anyone offers them to us, right? As it's just always better to have more research packs than it is to have less. Um, yeah, especially we might get like a nice boost to tech speed whenever we research something that they've also researched, right? So, also migration treaty, don't really want to accept that. That's just an influence burn for no reason. Um, yeah, let's also just keep these going because as long as we have those, we can really efficiently build research labs. Here, yeah, we're gonna lose some food, but more research labs, more minerals. Perfect. Let's get more cloaking, I guess. I don't know. At this point, we're kind of going through the text, kind of going through the text. I'm really hoping we get a really lucky orbital ring or a really lucky early mega engineering, but typically, for this build, we'll be looking at about year 60 for mega engineering. Year 60 on a really good run, and maybe a little bit worse, like year 65 to 70 on a bad run. That's kind of the date range that it normally happens at. Uh, oh my god, somebody's like mowing the lawn outside. Hopefully that's not too audible. Um, yeah. Anyways, yeah. As you can see, with one of the problems with this build, we have 1.5k tech right now, year 47. That's not amazing. That's not terrible. But what it is the engineering tech is the worst of the bunch, which is a bit annoying. Right? If we could pick one to be the worst of the bunch, we'd probably pick society or physics. Even physics is really good, um, but it's a little bit like top heavy. Like there's like jump drives and not that much else near the top of physics tech tree. Um, where engineering, well, it's just loaded across the board, minerals at the beginning, then as in the mid game, cruisers and orbital rings and star holds and star bases and everything. Everything amazing. And then you have society, which is extremely, extremely useful until you get the third civic, and then it's really only there for like the rare-ish one-off mineral techs and that kind of thing, or not mineral, uh, military techs, right? So that falls off really hard. And look at our minerals now, 440, beautiful. Yeah, now we're just researching random weaponry. Oh, look at this. What is this society research coming from? Yeah, as you can see how fast we research something when one of the Grand Admiral AIs has researched it already. Amazing. Um, Perfect. Anyways, yeah, we're just going to use this to continue to finish our 2 arc furnaces. Also, we can turn this back to Empire Capital now, and now our alloy production is going to be flying. Um, we really need some more food. Okay, time to build a food world, guys. Which world shall we make our food world? Not this one. I think this one. It's a size 25. It has mediocre mineral districts. Yeah, all pop growth here shall now be designated to food. Do I have clerks anywhere in my empire? I don't think I do. Oh god. Let's sell some alloys to keep our economy up. I don't know why I picked alloys. Why did I pick alloys? I need alloys. Shoot. Okay, why? What is draining so much energy? I guess these arc furnaces, man, they burn energy. Makes sense, I guess. Yeah, with this first planet being a 3 energy district energy world, I guess that's just a bit sus. Bit unoptimal there, but what can you do? I do still want to move as many pops as possible to that energy planet, I guess, as... Oh no, I don't... They're the wrong habitability. That's not gonna work. I guess we'll move from here. There we go. 1 Vran. And we don't have enough food, so we can't move too much more of those either. Oh, another Inquisitor. That's always nice. Or like upgrading the Inquisitor level for some more tech speed and research options. Hyper focus, more tech speed, very nice. Do we have more scientists? Can I hire more scientists? Oh, I don't want to hire too many more to get the XP growth too low. I need just tire capacity for them at this point. Also, we have way overshot our target for this arc furnace. But yeah, as you can see, the alloys now are doing really, really well. Yeah, I think this is also the point where we just need a food world too, right? Like, this is not going to work anymore without a food world. God, do I really? Really need to remove one of these just for a food processing facility. Oh god, this feels so bad. We'll replace it with a research complex so we feel a little bit better. That's the plan, guys. That's the plan. Also, I think we just can start a permanent alloy cell now. As what are we supposed to do with this level of alloys? Also, let's build this district. I think that should be our last. Oh my! I forgot to ascend this planet at all. That sucks. That's a lot of free resources down the drain, forgetting to ascend that planet, as we should always max out our planetary ascension on our capital, because it's just so free to do so. It costs not that much unity at this point, like, I don't know, a few months of unity. Um, and just gives, like, nice, definitely noticeable bonuses to the output. Yeah, take a look at this. Our artisans are making 27. This will just keep going. We don't have a ring yet, you know? Um, yeah, at this point, we're kind of just fishing for that ring tech, as it is so important for scaling. Um, oh no! Oh, resource silos. I do this every time, man. I always forget. I always forget um, that we need extra storage in order to build the Ecumenopolis. I've once asked for a trade and forgot. Oh no. Okay, well that's a bit unfortunate. That'll delay our Ecumenopolis by a year or so. Oh god. Queue some buildings. Queue some buildings. Don't want to burn all these minerals doing nothing. So let's just randomly upgrade some buildings. Randomly queue some of this, and that should hold us over, I guess, until this resource silo is done. Geez, yeah, I mean, there's just so many things to micro in this game, right? Like, I am spending a lot of effort to talk and to kind of keep you guys updated on what I'm trying to do, right? But even in your like single player games, right, there's still so much to do. I'm amazed anybody likes to play on fast or fastest, that kind of thing. Like, in my opinion, it's always something you can check to maximize a little bit more. And I guess for some people, mini maxing is not fun and kind of cringe. Not for me. I find it fun. So, also, I guess we can just switch back to factory capital now. Um, yeah, I mean, the reason for that, right, is just simply we don't need this many alloys, and I'll just build up a big stockpile of consumer goods before we actually turn this capital maybe to forge capital, or not forge capital, but turn our empire settings to like forge, and then kind of not look back. Also, why these tech rolls are not good? There's no star bases, there's no habitats, just nothing good, nothing good. Also, for society tech, our main goal now is to get climate restoration. As if we get climate restoration, we have the really nice option of turning every planet into Gaia worlds, which means it's really easy to manage the planets. You can kind of freely migrate your pops in between each Gaia planet. It's really nice. Also, what is happening to our food? Buy some food. Also, we can expand the council here, which is really nice. And I think it's finally time to get a Minister of Defense back in, right? Um, we got factory focus and forge focus. Long run, forge focus is always going to be the winner, right? Let's do that, yeah. Also, we can go ahead and take psionic supremacy again and um, farm some more leader levels. Also just get the insane bonuses from psionic supremacy agenda, right? Like, what are we at now? 1.67k tech, something like that. Not amazing, not bad. Um, I do think if we start to militarize now, we can definitely take some of these neighbors as vassals. Um, so actually, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's go into our fleet designer. So we have cruisers. Cruisers are the best ship if you want to take the game seriously. Most players will be using cruisers up until the very end game, and the reason is unfortunately the thing that most people want to do is build battle cruisers. But battle cruisers have extreme weaknesses in multiplayer to players who know what they're doing and who build frigates and torpedoes against them, which kind of gives them one crippling weakness. Of course, a lot of players don't know this or simply won't react accordingly when they see you have battle cruisers and will get completely owned. But a lot of time you don't want to take that risk, and it's best to just run cruisers even into the late game. Um, as this is very safe to do so, right? So, also, are these two done? Okay, is this one done? I think, yeah, these arc furnaces are almost done. Let's change this to Empire Capital. One thing I don't know is I don't know if I can afford to go to militarized economy. I don't think I can. Let's see what happens with Empire Capital. Yeah, negative 18. So I'll leave this as is. 330 alloys. That's pretty good. Not amazing for this time, right? But we're also making 1.7k tech or something like that. Um, Diplomacy, reach into the shroud. Oh, increase unity. 30% monthly unity. How much are we making now? Nice. Wait, I don't think the month is even updated. I think that'll be like 1.3k, which is going to be amazing. Also, take a look at this. If we take a look at our unity income, we're getting almost 100 just from armies, which is really nice. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, we get orbital rings. Okay, orbital rings are awesome. Also, I don't know how long I've been capped on minerals, guys. I haven't been paying attention, but that's okay. We can start this archaeology project. Year 51, a little late, um, which is actually definitely really, really late because we had such good mineral planets that's like, huh, definitely could have had that a bit earlier. But I guess I was a bit distracted. Oh, ecological adaptation. That is one step closer to our end goal. So, of course, we're going to take that. One thing I'm also going to start to do is I'm just going to start to roll out technology. At this point, producing 400 minerals for what? You know what I mean? As soon as we actually get enough minerals in order to start, get all these buildings rolling again, is we're going to start relocating pops off of our mineral world and just onto these random worlds with high tech jobs, as we need more tech jobs, right? So, of course, for just a little bit of time here, we're going to be lacking. That's okay. Boom, there we go. Another thing. We can take transcendent learning here. I might go without galactic force projection this game, but getting that plus 50 fleet limit is pretty hard without it. The other option is Imperial Prerogative. That probably scales better, to be honest. Let's take Imperial Prerogative. Okay, let's see. We have 3 perks left to take after this, right? And one of them, oh, frick, I'm out of food. Of course, I wasn't paying attention and just ran to 0 on food. Uh-oh. Bit silly. That's a bit silly indeed. Let's just go ahead and solve this problem once and for all. Hello, mineral world. Move some pops over, and it should never happen again. Also, why is this planet so miserable? I didn't tell the planet to manage amenities, and it's limiting my entertainers. Did I limit that? It must have been me. Alright, now we get battleships too, which is nice. Always take battleships and citadels as they unlock mega engineering. And what am I going to do with this? Right, I'm going to build orbital rings around all my important planets now. Boom, 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 boom. Build some construction ships. Yeah, I didn't see the bottom tag there. Okay, not important. Alpha Centauri, you can have an orbital ring. Where else do I need orbital ring? Cirrus, you can have an orbital ring. I think where's this planet? This planet, it's a food producing world. It could still use an orbital ring. Ilex, you can have an orbital ring. Where's my other generator world? This is actually the more important generator world. Larzon, you should get an orbital ring. Everybody gets an orbital ring, I guess. I genuinely hate building orbital ring. I don't know why you can't build it from the planet screen. It'd be so much faster, and less clunky to do so. Yeah. Anyhow, this point, let's start to just like spam out these research labs just everywhere. We want more and more tech now. We do not care so much about these minerals. Another statistician, that's great. And if we take a look at this now, um, I think our tech speed is going to be really fast. Yeah, plus 83% for engineering. Beautiful. And let's also make sure we just get more exotic gases, because why not? Yeah, we're down to 500, right? So let's just keep that rolling. This planet now has 25 pops, meaning we can build the psionic buildings. Very awesome. Oh, another thing I'm going to do right now, before I forget, is everything that's not psionic, it's time to become psionic. It's going to crash our economy. It'll probably be pretty rough. But if we don't do this now, we'll have to do it at some point, and might as well do this now when we're at peace and everything is quite prosperous. It's actually much more efficient to do this one at a time, but I am not organized enough to remember to do that. So here we go. Everything at once. Our economy is going to look terrible for a little while. Let's see. Oh, that energy is not looking great. That's okay. Let's sell some of this, sell some of this, sell some of this, sell some of this. Let's sell some more of this, actually. Yeah, this will keep our economy afloat for now. Also, what do we want here? I think now it's finally time to take supremacy. You basically should take supremacy in every playthrough you ever play, unless you're like a fanatic, no military, pacifist, roleplay playthrough or something like that. I guess that would be a good time to not be a to not take supremacy. But yeah, you just always need the extra military cap and that kind of thing later. And why is this empire so damn big? Actually, crazy how big they are. Oh, we can already propose subjugation here. Let me see how happy they are about that. Tributary. We're not too far off, guys. We're not too far off. Um, yeah, we just need a little bit more ships. So let's go ahead and put a good leader on this ship. That'll make it more powerful. Reinforce this fleet. And by the time most of this fleet is done, we'll probably be able to start diplomatically vassalizing people. Um, right, as I said earlier, right, vassal spam is not good practice for multiplayer. But year 50 to 60 is also when people in multiplayer start to leave. So if you do make it to this time, you'll often be able to grab their AIs, which are also a lot better run than regular AIs. Which sometimes you take over a regular AI and it was not even worth it. Like it was like frick, I messed myself up by doing this because the AI is just so poorly run, and without the Grand Admiral bonuses, they don't make profit. Like they just lose money. Like oh shoot, I did not want that promotion. Ooh, that's not good. Um, let's sell minerals. Let's sell some crystals. Boom. Oh, we're losing 400 energy now. What's going on? Oh, frick. I'm making it worse. That's so funny. I want them to prioritize these jobs, but like they just the job refilling is just so buggy after assimilation. I really hate it. We're making 400 negative 9, 495 energy credits, guys. It's going great. It's going great. Everything's fine. Okay, come on though. Like we need some technicians, guys. Like why does it go be a technician? There you go. It's not that hard. Like why is there 11 unemployed? Go be technicians. Oh my god. I don't get this game, guys. Like why won't they just promote themselves? Spaghetti code, I guess. Okay, that's a bit better. Um, that's a bit better. Can we vassalize you yet? Nope. Equivalent, equivalent, inferior. Wow, their tech is really good. Good job, AIs. The AIs, sometimes they're better than you think. Sometimes they're way worse than you think, but this is not one of those days. Yeah, let's just continue to go through these techs. Um, it's like this. It's just such a mystery. Like why they start unemployed instead of just promoting themselves. It's like when you don't want them to promote themselves, they immediately promote themselves. When you want them to what's it called? Yeah, it's just so weird. Also, let's go ahead and try to get these researcher jobs filled. I want to get that 2K tech. Um, guess we'll just build these planets out. Ooh, orbital ring. Once you get your first orbital ring, just immediately start upgrading the building tier. It's usually the best thing to do. Also, who are we missing? Minister of Defense? Why? Oh no, we ran out of energy. Of course we did when I wasn't paying attention. Okay, let's sell some alloys, sell some stuff to float the economy. Come on, finish assimilating. Become technicians. Ooh. We graciously accept. Why not? Also, oh, that's a lot of block. Why'd I spend my my decisions are truly an enigma. Like I think my short-term memory is just sometimes just not quite up to par. So let's go ahead and oh no, I want to become superior to them before I try to vassalize them. As if I do that, I could get a much better deal. I feel like. Hurry up and become technicians. Oh my god, that sell price is so bad. Particle lance, that's nice. As soon as we get some X-Slot weapons, this is single player, right? So the AIs don't know how to counter battleships. So we can definitely build some of those. Perfect. Cirrus Prime, yeah, why not? I mean, it's still worth it to build the orbital building for them. I think that's all the orbital buildings we need to upgrade. Also, how's this fleet doing? What happened to the leader there, man? Like, did they get promoted to my main leader? Oh no, that's not good. I'm missing a scientist. Oh well. I could hold a re-election. I'm an oligarchy. Screw it. Head of research. Boom. There you go. I don't want a minister of defense as my main leader. It just loses a lot of value compared to having an extra scientist when we're playing mostly peacefully. Late game, we do want all military leaders to increase our naval capacity, but right now that is not so important, and it's just kind of dragging us down for no reason. I'll form this deal with the shroud as soon as this energy looks less terrible. I mean, like, why is it so slow? Finish. Become technicians. Hi. Hurry up and become tech. Okay, let's see if we have any Vran miners, any lithoid miners. Yep. Okay, you are now moving over to try to save our energy credits. And it looks like it worked, so why not? Ooh, it didn't work well enough. Oop. Why are these energy credits so bad? Oh, you know exactly why, actually, but the real question should be why haven't I fixed it yet? We'll never know. Also, let's just max out this fleet now. And there we go. The energy credits are freaking fixed, finally. Let's just sell some of this and see what we get. Ethic attractiveness. That helps with happiness, I guess, you know? Helps with agenda speed. That's good. Okay, not bad. Not bad. We're 2K tech, guys. Let's go. We did it. 3K tech year 60 is like a good tech rush. 3K tech year 50 is like a very good tech rush, like synth fertility, which is, in my opinion at least, leaps and bounds ahead of clone armies right now in terms of scaling potential. Like, I think I did that on 6 planets, right? If I got 8 or 9 planets on my synth fertility run, I'm sure I'd had even more than 3K tech at year 50. Um, right, but here that's less possible. But clone army also does have one upside um, compared to synth fertility, right? Which is that clone army admirals are ridiculously efficient. This might even make the late game comparable. Um, why would I bulwark you? Instead, okay, let's propose subjugation. You can have independent diplomacy. I don't really want to integrate these guys because they're really big and spread out with not a lot of planets. So, you can be a vassal, unified sensors. Boom, boom, bada bing. Do I want to take their advanced resources? No. Basic economy is better. Um, actually, I think we can do. Can we do this? Yeah, we can. Okay. Can we do this? Nah, nah, nah. We don't even need them if they to join our wars. We can do this instead. We can increase our holdings limit. 127 influence, 77. Honestly, we should just do this. It's the cheapest in influence, right? It gives us this massive basic economy, right? And let's wait for it to take over. Yeah, massive basic economy. And what we can do is we can go ahead and just go to their home planet. Where's their home planet? There it is. And we can build not an overlord garrison, but a ministry of truth. And what this is going to do is this is going to give us more influence. What do we mean more influence? Well, the more influence we have, the more we can take more vassals, even diplomatically. Um, and that's kind of like a runaway thing, right? Is we can then use that influence to improve the packs and really, really snowball the game kind of much harder than we have, right? Like, I'm not sure how well known it is that the best way to play the game has always been and always will be, at least it feels like, to just spam the entire galaxy out as a vassal. Um, by doing so, right, you can ignore basic resources as a thing. Um, and if you ignore basic resources, like your economy is just going to be so good. For special resources, which are generally what the AI struggle with in the first place, right? That there's just no chance for anyone to keep up. Like look at this tech. We're immediately almost hitting 3K tech now that we can kind of ignore our basic resource jobs and just promote everybody to like the maximum tier tech worker. Like it is just so powerful. Yeah, like if we can unprioritize this, prioritize the high tech workers, right? Like look at our tech. It is already like 2.7K from 2K just a couple months ago. Um, right? And that is just the power of vassal spam. Um, also, later on, we can convert some of the better technology ones into. Um, we can convert them into scholariums and stuff like that. And one thing I do want to do is, whenever I can, I want to form packs. Just any random bullshit pack. Research agreement, perfect. Um, establish embassy, perfect. You know what I mean? And basically, what we're gonna do with all these packs is just try to diplomatically subjugate as many of these guys as possible. And then we only have to manually subjugate as few empires as possible, save us some time. And look at that, we're hitting repeatables and physics already, which is nice. We don't even have a very strong army yet, like it's 23K. Um, let's make one more. Actually, let's make battleship fleets. Battleship fleets are a little bit better in single player as. Oh, wait, do we have this? Yeah, they're a little bit better efficiency, right? They take less naval cap and that kind of thing per space. This is gonna be a terrible design. Don't make this as a design, people. But yeah, this is gonna be our terrible battleship design. Don't copy it. This design is freaking terrible. I'll show you guys a good one later. But this one is literally just here for like naval cap. Um, I don't care that they're really slow. I want them to be slower than the No, that's not the wrong. That's not the right computer. Where is it? Yeah, class battleship. Basically, this is here just to get as much fleet power as possible. Um, so yeah, let's build that. And yeah, as you can see, as we start to replace our basic resource jobs with tech jobs, well, the amount of tech we have is going up. Who could have seen that coming? Gateway travel, sure. Starbase, sure. Look at how many options for tech we have, by the way. It's awesome. So our ecology project is also almost done. So what we're going to do is we're going to queue up industrial districts. And this is going to give us really, really cheap arcology districts when that's done. So that's like a little trick I like to use. Can I subjugate these guys yet? Let's see. No, not yet. We need to get them to be inferior to us. I might integrate these guys. They have a lot of planets, but they have a lot of empty space as well. So, but I also just like that it's continuous space with mine, so I might do it. They are materialists, so they won't be too happy. Are these better to integrate? Let's see. Genesis guides. They're also materialist. Okay. Are these guys material? Yeah, I think. You know what? Screw it. Let's just integrate them later. I have this weird bias where I just like everything to look geographically nice. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to. Like I see a lot of people who are very happy and rightfully so to just take random territory pieces and chunks everywhere as long as it's efficient to do so, right? And I'm like, hell no, hell no. Let's gradually take everything in order. Let's have everything be organized and nice and not randomly arranged. Um, and yeah, that's the way I like to arrange my planets. But of course, or my systems even. You know what I mean? I don't want little enclaves and stuff everywhere. Just annoying. Annoys me. Okay, here's what we're gonna do now. Is this needs to go back to a factory capital, as that's unsustainable amount. That's an unsustainable amount of consumer good negative. And yeah, we're gonna have to build a factory arcology district or two. And well, I'm genuinely impressed. These AIs are doing really, really well. One thing I will start to do is time to start anchoraging up. I don't have the building that. Oh, wait, do I? Oh, I ran out of alloys. Okay, I was like, how the hell do I not have the building that increases that anchorage efficiency? Yeah, I was like, damn, that would have been insane. Anyhow, now we're making good positive consumer goods. Soon this will be done, and we'll be able to do both. Still negative 300. We need to become superior to them first. What I have in the past turned on edicts just to overtake them in fleet power and then swap them off immediately, which is definitely something you can do. Let's see who's to our south. Also, what we're going to start to do now is also just um, build armies, right? As we have a lot of minerals, as you can see, and at this point in time, right? And where's the Catgirl Psionic army? This list is terrible. Why is there no search bars on any list in this game? Um, Psionic army Catgirls. There it is. Right, is we need to get ready to start invading people as soon as possible, right? Because also I don't have enough food. That's annoying. Let's get a clerk here. Let's get a few, not technicians. Mining workers are still probably more expendable right now. Just to get us out of that food deficit. There we go. What's our tech speed at now? Plus 118% for engineering. Very nice. Yeah, still no. We also got a World Shaper, which kind of sucks, but I might have missed it. Who knows? You know what I might start doing is I might start cycling cheap techs now, just to see how quickly we can get World Shaper here. Nope. So let's cycle another cheap tech. It's taking me so long to pick. I don't know why. Archaeo studies. Okay, it's gonna flood our thing with Archaeo study text, isn't it? Let's cloak this and just tell it to go explore. Come on, cheap tech. Also, let's go into fleet management and just build some more of these battleships. Yeah, this is a great economy for this stage, to be honest. Because of the vassal, it'd be the vassal is making probably like 70 to 90 pops um, worth of resources at this point. So, ooh, jump drive. Normally I like Psionic jump drive, but if I get regular jump drive, it's not bad. Also, as soon as this guy levels up, we're gonna put this guy in the council because he's much better. He gives a lot, but big bonuses to unity jobs, and even though he gives a little bit penalty to ships, is alloys. I'm gonna be honest. Once the EQ is done, aren't an issue. I completely forgot about my orbital rings. Oh well. What do I want? Honestly, I want the consumer goods. I think this is an energy world. You are a mineral world. What are you? Nothing. You are an energy world. You are a tech world. So, okay. Yeah, I completely forgot about that, guys. That sucks. That's a lot of wasted resources for like a decade. And we can just randomly upgrade stuff here. Let's get a commander in there. Increase that fleet power a little bit. And well, there's our Cumulinopolis as well. Let's immediately move some miners over. That's a good amount. Let's see what our resources. Okay, we need more. We need more consumer good jobs, guys. Do we just move more miners? Like we just have no miners? Oh, that's farmers. Whoops. No miners. Okay. Ooh, we're still a bit short. Little bit awkward. Let's build one extra foundry. And there we go. I mean, the overall economy is still better. We're up over 200 alloys since then. So, yeah. And that is the research speed. Oh, we didn't get it. Oh well. And now we should be able to subjugate. No, we still can't subjugate them comfortably. It's because their tech is so damn good. Because they just have so much space to build tons of stuff, I guess. Selected lineages, why not? So we really need to increase our fleet power more then. So let's do that. What am I? Wow, these are expensive ass ships. Makes sense, I guess. Ooh, here we go. Great researcher, brilliant shipwright, driven educator. Driven educator will help get all our other researchers up. Brilliant shipwright will help us get mega engineering, and great researcher will help us get everything. I think we need to go driven educator. This is such a hard pick, guys. Yeah, let's take a driven educator first, I think, and then we'll leverage that to hopefully get everything else up. Also, we need more surveying. Like, we just need more surveyed systems. We need more anomalies, that kind of thing. Where are these science ships, man? Like, go survey. Go cloaked. Yeah, not a lot of good text here. Just pick something. Getting repeatables here, right? But we still haven't gotten any of the really good ones that I like tachyon lands and that kind of thing. So let's research disruptors, I guess. Oh, we are losing every basic resource now. Okay. I guess we overextended just a little bit. Not a big deal. As soon as I get this guy to become a subject, we'll be fine. I don't even know who this is, but we'll just accept that to make them happy. Oh, it's my big neighbor. Okay, I see. The benevolent subjugation plan, it's quite funny, actually. Create new battleships. Boom, 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 boom. More and more battleships. Okay, I think it's time to just do this. We're going to take fleet supremacy. We're going to also turn on, I think, focusing crystals. Volatile reactive armor. Yep, that's probably going to be pretty good value. We have a lot of armor. And this should boost our fleet power quite a bit. Favorite society. Evolving society. Ooh, Forge Focus 2. Amazing. Okay, and now promote subjugation. Ha! Now they're happy. Brilliant. And once again, basic resources is where it's at. It's more efficient for us to produce the harder to produce resources. Though, can we? We can just snipe a little bit of that. Can we get? Okay, why not? We have enough influence. So let's go ahead and vassalize that. Boom. I think the AI are too willing to subjugate themselves. It's a bit too easy. And they're especially way too willing to give up basic resources. Basic resources are arguably as important as anything else, you know what I mean? And why are we paused? And also, now that our consumer goods are going to be so much, we can finally switch over to a militarized economy. And wow, okay, there's Mega Engineering, year 62, so kind of on pace, not bad. Not bad at all. And yeah, as you can see, our economy is just getting better and better and better and better, and that's really the power of vassals here. I do need someone to integrate. Maybe I'll integrate these guys at the end of the day. Like, hard to decide, guys. Right, like we can redo the agreements later and pick one to integrate, I guess. I really don't look forward to redoing any of their systems though. So maybe. Wait, they don't have this system. Okay, I'll probably take that then. We'll just quietly sneak in there, and take that whenever we can. Also, we can turn off the edicts. That was just to vassalize them, a little vassalization edict. Yeah, and as you can see, also, we're getting all those alloy districts out. It's gonna be great. Arc emitters, finally. Also, wait, do I have Citadel? I must have Citadel, right? Why can't I? Oh, I don't have this. I don't have the capital complex. Let's go ahead and build that. Because I do want the alloy building on that planet as well, right? Like, the alloy building is amazing. Also, let's get them to prioritize the research jobs. Let's get some more research here. Oh, it's so annoying. Okay, whatever. Let them prioritize whatever they feel like. 400 consumer goods, though, is definitely more than we need. um, you can be an industrialist. This sector needs an industrialist. Industrialist. Well, you're an advisor. That's not an where's the industrialist? There it is. And planets and sectors. How do we make a new sector again? I literally forgot. Oh, right. It's from the planet screen, I think. There we go. Also, we got some of these new planets. We can start terraforming these. Oh, actually. It's finally time to cash this in. And take... Where is it? World Shaper. There we go. And what we're going to start to do is everything into a Gaia world. Gaia world. Gaia world. I don't know why I'm starting from the bottom of this list, by the way, but why not? Gaia world. Gaia world. Everybody needs a Gaia world. Can he swing from a Gaia? And is that every planet going into a Gaia world? I think so. And of course, we're going to turn on terraforming gases to speed that up a bit. Let's go ahead and colonize this. And honestly, with the number of planets I have here, I might not even need to integrate anyone. Okay, this is a bit expensive, I guess, but... Also, we should have gal markets now, right? So does that mean I can start buying slaves, right? Yeah, as soon as um, our energy credits get a little bit better from a couple more vassals, we can start to do this. Can't subjugate them. It's really amazing that the nearby people, to me, didn't form into massive freaking unbreakable vassal blocks that would require me to go invade them to break up, which is really nice. And also, after we get mega engineering, the need to focus on tech as much as we are is really diminished. After that, it's really time to just focus on minerals, to be honest, and alloys and such. And we can also just start war decking the entire galaxy. One thing let me do is ship designer. Let's go to our cruiser here, and you will have jump drives. Okay, perfect. And the battleship should also have jump drives. Perfect. All right. And with that done, we can click upgrade on everything, and we can disband these corvettes, I think. Yeah, because that's just gonna get confusing. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. Right, and with these upgrades, we can go out and fly into the galaxy and kill everybody. So why are you not building? Build, build. Oh, it's already part of my galaxy. I am stupid. Damn. Uh, sure. Let's just build a few colonies. Doesn't hurt anybody. Focus dark emitter. Nice. Yeah, basically at this point we use vassals for our basic economy, and we just max out this EQ, and then we probably even make a second one somewhere. I'm not sure where yet, but do we really need two EQs? I don't think you ever need two EQs. I think you just use your extra planets for other purposes. I do need to integrate one of these. I need to turn all their planets into bunkers, basically. I need somebody worse. I don't want to take because this empire is really well run. To be honest, I need to turn one of these like inferior, pathetic empires into like bunker worlds. So you lose less economy to integrate them. Should I just start war decking people? Let's wait for these jump drives to finish, as that's going to save a lot of time in the long run. So let's go ahead and upgrade this ring as well. And yeah, as you can see, we're kind of just scaling up now. Like everything is going fantastically. We have Gaia worlds everywhere. Um, we now have so much energy we can like infinitely buy pops almost, right? So, like for example, on the market, well, valid destination target is missing. Can I assimilate robots, or are they just gonna get instantly purged? They're instantly purged. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Goodbye. Goodbye, robot. Yeah, we bought you just to purge you. I'm sorry. Oh, that's quite funny. Okay, it is still pretty expensive, actually. We'll wait. We'll wait on starting to purchase all the world's slaves. Let's discover precursor insight too. I forget what our precursor is. What is it? A final league. I'm not gonna lie, I've so rarely ever finished the precursors. I don't know what they do. Yeah, so basically, what we're gonna do is we kind of have three main tasks now that we have mega engineering, right? Is A, roll a mega engineering project. B, replace our scientists onto a ring world. And C, replace all our worlds with forge worlds. Not forge worlds. What is it called? We need to replace all our regular worlds with bunkers, right? Just to increase our naval capacity, as you know, basically everything else will have not too much of a purpose anymore to be on planets, right? We're gonna get all our basics from vassals. We're going to get all our advance from the ECU, and we're gonna then get all our naval capacity from those planets. And that will allow us to build as many ships as possible and turn the game to be very laggy. So yeah, that's kind of the next steps in the game. I'm gonna play this to year 70, I guess. Though I do really need to go to the bathroom already. So um, anyhow, let's just kind of psionic jump drives. Okay, that's way better. So let's switch this to psionic jump drives. They jump way farther, right? Also, these appear to be done. So yeah, I'm gonna call this episode here. It's 2266. Next episode, I think it's time we start Go to War and turn the entire galaxy pink. Um, as you can see, just ridiculous efficiency from this ECU. Yeah, we've basically entered the mid to late game now. At this point, we're just planning for, preparing for the crisis, right? So I think it's 5x all, something like that. I don't think I picked 25x because my computer can't handle the number of ships it takes to beat that. Um, so, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.